We are here to take the world's longest flight, 19 hours from Singapore to New York. Just a quick intro. I'll be using the Insta360 X3 for most of this video. Do note that the video is not sponsored by them. As a camera enthusiast myself, I'm just thrilled to be trying out new gears on my travels. And I just bought this before the trip, which led me to be using this camera for most of this trip. This video that you are seeing is taken using the bullet time mode of the camera, where the camera is attached to a string and spun around, and the video is recorded in slow motion. After clearing customs, I visited the KrisFlyer Gold Lounge, which is for Star Alliance Gold members. As a Gold member, I was able to bring in one additional guest. I brought my wife along, and my kid was not counted as a guest as she was below 2. While we were in this lounge, our parents went to the SATS Premier Lounge, which was just beside. They gained entry using the credit cards. We also used the shower facilities in the lounge. After all, it's going to be a 19-hour flight. A good hot shower is always nice. It was soon time to board. While we are walking down the Aero Bridge, let's look at the type of aircraft that we are taking today. The aircraft is A350-900 ULR. This is a variation of the A350-900 where it has a modified fuel system to increase fuel capacity. The ULR stands for Ultra Long Range, and it's only used by Singapore Airlines at the moment. The aircraft itself comprises of 67 business class seats in the 1-to-1 configuration that takes up 2/3 of the flight, and 94 premium economy seats in the 2-4-2 configuration that occupies the remaining 1/3 of the flight. Do note that this aircraft does not have any economy seats. Today we will be travelling in the premium economy seat in 31D and 31E. As we are walking towards our seat, take a look at the business class seat offered by Singapore Airlines. It has a spacious seat which can convert to a fully flat bed and has plenty of storage.
Good evening,
This would be the best segment to fly in business class, as you get to be in the better comfort for the long duration. If you book early enough, you can get these seats at upwards of $3,000. We are reaching the premium economy class segment of the flight. As I'm travelling with the infant, I could only choose the seats up front, which has a bassinet seat for the kid. I will show you how the bassinet looks like after we have taken off, as it's only installed when the seatbelt sign is off. As you can see, there's plenty of legroom for this seat. This is especially very good when you travel with your toddler, as it provides ample space for them to move around during the flight. It does come with a disadvantage though, where the in-flight entertainment screen is too far to stretch and interact with using touch. Though this is manageable with the remote provided on the seat, interactions using the touchscreen is still more preferable due to the ease of use. A nice touch by Singapore Airlines for this long flight is that they provide drinking water in bottles. Without this, it would have been very troublesome to be asking multiple times for water. Hope they can expand this to all premium economy flights. While we were busy getting ready for the flight, Arya decided to take the camera for a spin. Arya was all excited and dancing to the music that was playing while we were taxiing for takeoff. We were up in the air on time and making our way across the world. Unfortunately, as I was seated in the middle seat, I wasn't able to record the takeoff. Soon after takeoff, there was a supper meal service, after which the lights were dimmed for everyone to sleep. This is 10 hours into the flight where we have waken up after our sleep. Arya is seated on the bassinet which is attached to the front of our seat. This is provided for infants below 2 and also weighs below 14 kgs. As you can see, we have 7 hours 43 minutes remaining to our destination. This is where the second meal service begins. Singapore Airlines offers a service called Book the Cook, where you are allowed to order your meals 48 hours before the flight. There's a wide selection of meals as compared to in-flight meals. However, the most visible advantage is that you get your meals first as compared to passengers who did not use the Book the Cook feature. This is the first meal that was served in flight. I chose unadon through the Book the Cook selection. It was grilled eel with light soya sauce glazed on steamed noodles. The taste wasn't to my liking as I felt that the eel was little too raw. However, this might be meant to be served this way, just that it didn't suit my taste buds. You are also able to help yourselves to a simple selection of snacks if you become hungry in between meals. This tray is placed at the pantry towards the back of the flight and is constantly restocked. There is a total of 2 meals and 1 refreshment served over the course of 19 hours in the flight. The first meal is served within an hour after takeoff. The second meal is served at around 10 hours into the flight. The last refreshment is served at 1 hour before landing, which also serves as a breakfast before landing into New York. The image shows the refreshment, which is a vegetable wrap. We are almost at the end of our 19-hour long journey. It always fascinates me on how technological advances have enabled us to travel to the other side of the world within such a short time. While we glance through the parenting hustle in keeping Arya entertained and fed during the flight, I wanted to give my honest opinion of the 19-hour long non-stop service from Singapore to New York by Singapore Airlines. This is one of the few routes that connects Asia to Eastern America. In fact, this is the only route that connects Southeast Asia to Eastern America. As such, when we look at the perspective of solely getting from one place to another by the fastest possible route, this scores full points for connecting Southeast Asia to Eastern America. As much as we are transported across the world within 19 hours, it still is difficult to be bound within limited space in a flying tube for such a long time. I believe a number of travelers might prefer a layover to stretch. As such, I would rate this flight 4 out of 5 solely due to the long and tiring duration. Lastly, I didn't come by any instance where there was a need for improvement in service quality. Thus, I'll be giving full points for that. Soon, we landed at New York Liberty International Airport. Disembarkation from the flight was fairly smooth and swift.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
This is the first episode of my US trip, where I have covered major landmarks in the span of 14 days. I visited New York, Niagara Falls on the Canadian side, Las Vegas, Grand Canyon, Los Angeles, Monterey, and San Francisco. I will be posting those videos in the coming weeks. To be updated of those videos as and when they are available, do subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications. If you enjoyed this video, you can show your support by liking it. I'll be meeting you in my next video. Till then, bye now.